Hello and welcome back miners, hope you're all well, and today we're going to be talking about LITECOIN2. This is a new project and I have been in their community for quite a while now, and I've also been given the influencer role because I had contacted the team and I told them that I'll be making an honest review on the project. So let's begin. On their Discord we can see this is their Discord server, and in the latest announcement we can see that they have been listed on Rabbit exchange. This is the first exchange they have been listed on, and they are currently raising fund for NestX exchange. NestX, a more popular exchange among low cap coins. Currently for POW communities, they are raising funds for, which is a cheaper option as compared to non-KYC or CoinX or Mexi. That comes on higher levels of the progress of these coins. So first of all, they had opened OTC trading channel. Now obviously the exchange is available. This exchange has a very low volume, but it's listed now, and they are waiting for NestX fundraise campaign to be finished and then listed on that exchange. Today we'll be looking at it from the point of view of miners for calculations and investors, and the prospect this coin, the trading prospect of this coin as an investor, because obviously it doesn't have a very big volume that it can be traded with analysis. So obviously the only way to judge this coin's investmental approach would be to fundamentally analyze the project. So let's check it out now. And also we will be looking deep into the project, about the aims and the reason for the project to be. What are the reasons for the project? So let's go in the about section, and I would like to just directly go to their website, because usually it's all the same stuff which is being explained on the community server and also on the website. Okay, LITECOIN2, second chance at Litecoin mining. Okay, and we see GitHub, Discord, and I think it's an Explorer. Yeah, Explorer. So links on top. Okay, hash rate 93 gigahash. By the way, its algorithm is script. Difficulty block supply. Okay, LITECOIN2. A fresh Litecoin style blockchain starting from block 1. A few words before starting. LITECOIN2 is a very simple idea. Litecoin was launched back in 2011 and became one of the most stable and respected cryptos over time. Many people discovered it years later and often said they wish they had been there in the early days. Okay, the project started from that simple thought: what would it look like to launch a Litecoin style network again today using the latest Litecoin software, but starting fresh from block 1. LITECOIN2 is not trying to replace Litecoin or compete with it. Litecoin already did its job very well. The goal is simply to start a new network based on the same technology and see if a community forms around it. Okay, but now my question over here would be, because as an investor or as a miner also, or as a stakeholder for the project, or as a potential stakeholder for the project, my question is, if they want to carbon copy the idea of Litecoin and relaunch it with in this modern era where cryptocurrencies are more popular than before, do they have the funds? Because now the competition is even more. It isn't that simple to launch a project. Now you require more publicity, because there are many other options which are there. If not this one, then the other one. Before, there weren't even crypto itself, the idea wasn't that much popular, so the people involved had very less options, and any new project that seemed a bit interesting was chosen for by the investors. But does this carbon copy project, which according to them the idea is similar, just launching Litecoin, another version of Litecoin in this era, does it have the funds to run this project in this era, or what does it do differently to compete in this era where many different other competitors are there? So these are my concerns that I hope will get answered in this video later on, as I'm also reviewing this project honestly for the first time for you guys. Obviously I have been in the community, but I haven't formed a final judgment by looking over every aspect, because I want to keep it raw for the video. So let's continue. Okay, so now the idea. Instead of reinventing everything, LiteCoin2 keeps things very simple. The network follows the same design that made LiteCoin successful, with only a few technical differences needed to run as a separate blockchain. Okay, these changes included new Genesis block and different network identifiers, so the network can never conflict with the original LiteCoin chain. So I see that nothing is done again, no time or effort being wasted in repeating things or inventing the wheel once again. But I also don't see any kind of interesting innovations which can be fair if the project's development as an asset is seriously looked upon, and utilities are not the main focus of the project, and I totally back that. But for that to happen, the budget must be really high for the project to become up, you can say, a very successful asset by listing on high tier exchanges with a lot of hype and community who are looking for a genuine cryptocurrency asset without any distractions or utilities to look onto, and a simple currency that can be used in crypto for holding, trading and transferring. So that should be the goal of the project, in my opinion. Okay, so starting from zero, the LiteCoin2 blockchain begins at block 1. There was no pre-mine and no blocks were mined before the public announcement of the project. Anyone interested can participate from the beginning, just like people did with Litecoin in the early days. Okay, following Litecoin development, LiteCoin2 starts from the latest stable Litecoin release v21.4. Okay, 0.21.4. The goal is simply to keep following Litecoin development over time and adopt their new releases whenever possible. The repository keeps Litecoin's original commit history, so it is easy to stay synchronized with upstream development. Okay, I think we all get the idea so far, and it's pretty fair, and I'm pretty neutral on this project till now. Nothing too exciting, nothing to be nothing too scary, or nothing too you can say fish here till now. LiteCoin2 specifications: algorithm, script, proof of work. Okay, block time is 2.5 minutes. Difficulty time 2016 blocks. Block reward 50 LiteCoin2. Halving. Okay, maximum supply is 84 million. Okay, P2P port. Okay, RPC port, DNS seed. Okay. What still needs to be built? The blockchain itself is running, but a cryptocurrency ecosystem always needs more tools and services around it. Agreed. Okay. Anyone interested in helping is welcome. Miners, mining pools, mobile wallet developers, non-custodial web wallets, mempool explorers, community builders for Discord or Telegram projects like this only grow if people decide to build things around them. Okay. Now, final words. LiteCoin2 is intentionally simple. Okay. Now, I get the idea that it's simple, as I said before. They are not trying to invent the wheel again. They're just trying to use it and make something of their own by using things that are existing already. So it's a simple idea. Okay, and I like it that they are accepting it, that they have done this intentionally. But I think their goal should be now to run it as a primary asset and focus on that with a high budget, which will be very important and play a key role in its future progress and success, if there is any to come. It is basically a fresh Litecoin style blockchain starting from block 1, using modern Litecoin software. Nothing complicated, just a new network and an open invitation to anyone curious to see where it might go. Okay, so I also like that the theme of the website is also simple, because the project itself tries to be a simple one. So we will be now seeing more about the project on the Discord, because right now I'm pretty neutral, and I will give my honest review on this, as I told. So I'm pretty neutral on the project, and it's something that is not giving me a lot of excitement, but as it wants to be simple and is intentionally kept simple, that fact proves some kind of legitimacy, you can say, some kind of professionalism, or should we say what should be the word, that the project itself seems like a legit one, because the things are pretty transparent in my opinion. Even if someone doesn't agree with the idea or something, they won't be doubting the legitimacy of the coin, or you can say the scamness of the coin. That's the word I got after so much thinking, because it's not looking like a scam from the overview, because the coin's description itself is pretty honest. That's the word honest that I would like to say, that I get the feelings of honesty on the descriptions and the websites and the about sections. So even though it may be a simple promise or a small promise, or you can say a promise without so many with the lacking potential, but we have a better trust for the project to achieve the things that are promised, because the promise is very transparent and seems very honest. Now, I'm not saying it may not become, it will never become a scam, and it can never be a scam, but from the looks of it, it looks like a legit coin with not a lot of effort, and fairly so. If the aim is that to build a project without so much effort, but with a clear intention and a clear goal and aim to make it huge without the need of inventing the wheel again, then I don't mind that project being a big future for the cryptocurrency assets, if the primary role is looked upon carefully and with care, you can say, because there should be more exchanges, high tier exchanges then, because if you're not focusing on any kind of utility or extra features, then the primary feature should be nurtured so much, which is trading or transfers or the blockchain itself, network itself, that it's fast, it's smooth, its trading is smooth with a lot of volume on high tier exchanges, that people don't need the utilities, and this becomes huge automatically. So that's what my opinion on this coin is. And obviously mining is also the prospect, and I'm looking on both prospects. So now we will be looking like Rabbit Exchange listed it, and they're raising fund for next listing, but I really hope that they go straight to some high tier exchanges, because from the looks of the project, it needs some high tier exchanges to get the progress that others do by making many utilities and complicated stuff that this project intentionally doesn't want to go into. So high tier exchanges would compensate that progress of other projects for this project, in my opinion. But I can be wrong, and maybe the developer has better plans for the project and it becomes a success. So always do your own research, and my job over here is basically promoting this coin, not promoting, spreading the word on this coin, and asking people to do their own research and then share their own analysis of the project in the comments, so I can also get a better idea of it if I'm wrong somewhere. And if you are getting help from my opinions, then feel free to share and like the video. So let's continue now. Okay, so pools list, many pools I think must have listed them. Okay, yeah, so I have already seen 3 to 4 pools. In general chat we can see bc2 solo.org pool is also here, so maybe he has also listed it. I'm not sure about that now, but if he has, then I think his pool is also very good. So in the mining lounge we can see not a lot of chat or active community. In the OTC trading, people are there. I think there are some trades going on, maybe some scammers in OTC. Always beware and always be safe in OTC trading. Use exchanges if available. Even if a low cap exchange is available, OTC is not preferred. And also thirdly, now we will look at its mining, because it's on script. So the final part of our video will be calculating its profitability. So what I like to do is keep it simple and just search for script mining calculator for general calculation of the norms of the market for mining in script algorithm as of now. And then we go in all coins, and let's say we have a hash rate of 100 mega. Okay, and calculate. So a nice hash is the most profitable with 0.06 USD. But let's increase the hash rate a bit. 1 terahash. Yes, 1 gigahash. My bad. So nice hash gives us $0.63 from 1000 mega hashes. Now let's look at the profitability of this coin, which is LiteCoin2. So we will go to our pool. Let's go to Discord, back to Discord's pools list, and I think it should be available on coin miners. Should be a popular pool for this coin. If we see script LiteCoin2, network hash rate is 102 gigahash and the pool hash rate is 40. Okay, and solo pool hash rate is 13, so this has 53% of the hash rate, I guess 50%. So we will check this now, how many blocks it has mined, and calculate sort of profitability from this. So if we click on script, I think we can click on LiteCoin2, and we should be able to see mining 5 wallets. Okay, so now I'm not sure how we can calculate the exact profitability from here, from this YIMP pool, because this pool is made from YIMP software. So let me just confirm if we can see some other pools with a better profitability calculator or something. So this pool has a hash rate of, I think it doesn't have any miners. Okay, so let's check any other pool available. I think altcoin pool should have some hash rate. That should be enough for calculations. Okay, 1 gigahash on script, and it's on a different coin. Okay, so we are okay. LC2 has 1 gigahash. Okay, but I don't see. Okay, what's this? I don't see a profitability tab. Okay, let's try another pool. Coin miners is done. Python pool is done. Mining coin.online should be now. Okay, this is also yep now. How much hash rate does it have? This has LiteCoin2 has 1 megahash. Okay, so it doesn't has a lot of hash rate. I think that all the remaining hash rate should be in this one, please, so we can calculate. And no, it doesn't. Solo, it doesn't have the hash rate. So we can just calculate from the Explorer now, our last option. If we see the Explorer, total hash rate, network hash rate is 97. We will take a rounded amount of 100 gigahash, and in the last blocks we will go to 100. If we see 713, 711, 77, 72. So if we check the can we see the blocks, number of blocks minted in last 24 hours? That would be very helpful. I hope that it's available over here. But okay, let's just check that according to 2.5. Let me just quickly open up my calculator. According to 2.5, there should be 4 blocks in 10 minutes, which equals to about 24 blocks in an hour, and then into 24, so 576 blocks in a day. And if the current block number is 27781, which is the current block at 7:13 a.m., then at 18 March 7:13 a.m. we should have 27781 minus 576 blocks. So 27781 minus 576 is equal to, we should have 27205. So 18 March 7. Okay, so it will be on the other page. 18 March 10 a.m, 18 March 8 a.m, 18 March 5 a.m. Okay, 7 a.m, 7:13, 7:13. We go to 7:13 a.m. No, back up. Okay, 7:13. This is 7:13. 27488. Okay, so just let's just see. Current block was right now the on 1 day ago, the block exactly 24 hours ago, approximately 24 hours ago, 27488 was the block number, and currently the blocks are 27782. So 27782 minus 27488. Correct? Yeah, yes, okay, 27488, which equals to about 294 blocks were made yesterday, divided by 24, which means 12.25 blocks per hour, divided by 60, which means 0.2 blocks per minute, to 2.5, which means 0.5. Okay, so the network is going slow. According to the website, I think there should have been a block every 2.5 minutes, as the time was 2.5 minutes. But on the Explorer, on the real network stats, we see that in the past 24 hours, the blocks are every 5 minutes. One block was made, approximately every 5 minutes. So if we calculate by that, then it means 2 blocks every 10 minutes, and 2 into 6, 12 blocks every 1 hour. 12 into 24, so 288 blocks, and we had approximately 294 blocks in the past 24 hours. So we will take that exact number. So if 294 blocks were minted in the past 24 hours and the hash rate was 100 gigahash, so 294 divided by 100 gigahash, right? Yeah, let's just go to the first page and go to the top. 100 gigahash. Okay, and over here we took 1000 megahash, which was 1 gigahash. So let me just see, 1 gigahash means 1% of 100 gigahash. So divided by, so we'll just 294 blocks for 100 gigahash. So 1% of 1 gigahash of 100 gigahash is 1%. So 1% of 294, or 294 into 1% is equal to 2.94 blocks. So 2.94, approximately 3 blocks per gigahash. We will round the number again. 3 blocks per gigahash, 3 into 50, so 150 coins for 1 gigahash. And now our 150 coins should be greater than 0.63 USD for us to buy this coin over other coins or other options available. And if we see a coin, LTC plus Doge mining makes 0.54, so at least it should be making more than this for miners to choose this coin over others. So we will go to the only exchange it is listed on now. Exchanges, just a sec. Rabbit, and we will search. Okay, LC2 is there. 0.06 has a volume of $4, so we will just use this price, no problem, because we just want to see the price of 150 coins. Okay, paste this price for 150 coins. Okay, so the profitability is high, even if the price is in 0.006 and it's we will go down to 4,000 coins. We are selling 0.00124. So now let's do for 0.001, which has a higher volume of around $25 over here, into 150. So it makes 0.15, but at the price of 0.006 it makes 0.9, which is more than the which is almost double than the current mining profitability in the market. So if this coin, as I said, goes to a higher tier exchange and more exchanges in the future with a bigger volume, because this volume is nothing right now. $3, $4 or $5 buy orders are nothing. So if this coin goes to a bigger exchange in the future, I would personally think that this currently the situation for mining this coin is like a jackpot, because you're accumulating coin at a level when this coin is very small and not very popular, and you're mining many coins for a few for a very little hash rate. And in the future, obviously, if this does go to bigger exchanges, then the hash rate will also increase, miners will also increase, and it will be harder to mine the same amount of coins for the same amount of hash rate. So you will need more hash rate to mine the same amount of coin. So I would recommend miners as of now, if they believe the project can go onto higher exchanges, but onto a longer term on bigger exchanges. And Nestex would also be a bigger part of the progress. But again, I would recommend you to do your own research, and that was my overview on the project. And I would love you guys to give me your opinions in the comments, and Also, if you are seeing this video by already joining the community of LC2, then give me your then also give me your opinions, because I would like to know what the community thinks of the coin itself, because those who believe on the project, I would like to get more reasons to believe rather than more you can say maybe disbelief from the project, because I personally am neutral as of now, and I find it fair and decent, and at the same time not something that I will be very hyped for, and not something surprising for me if this project succeeds, because it is fair for it. It's only fair for it to be a success from here, or not, or just not go higher in terms of success and progress, because it totally depends on the developer now and the team of the project now and their budget. Because the project seems legit. As far as we talk about that, my opinion on that is very clear, that I think the project seems legit, but the progress now depends on the team and their budget for the progress and the listings for the project's primary role, which is it to perform as a trading asset. So that was it for the video today. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll see you guys in a very exciting next video, which I hope I'll be making soon. So just leave comments below and share your thoughts with me in the comments section, and also share your thoughts in the community from wherever you are coming for this video. I'll be more than happy to have a good discussion with you guys. So once again, I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, goodbye.